1. Mr. Dinosaur is lost. This little classic from Season 1 hides a killer continuity hiccup. George Pig bounces out the door all smiles, ready to join Peppa in search of Mr. Dinosaur. Yet a beat later, standing beneath the tree, he's rocking a full-on frown, like someone just reminded him homework's due tomorrow. It's as if the animators blinked and botched the mood swap, leaving no on-screen reason for George's snout to flip from happy to upset in an instant. This goof isn't alone. Fan databases document that Mr. Dinosaur's zippy emotional U-turn echoes a broader pattern of disappearing toys and phantom expression changes. Honestly, it gives George some character development he never asked for. But hey, who doesn't love an unplanned micro-drama in a preschool cartoon? Next time you watch, keep your eyes open. This silent mood swing is to show that even in Peppa's world of sunshine and muddy puddles, a sloppy snag or two is bound to slip through the storyboard. 2. Mr. Dinosaur is lost. Ever noticed how Peppa's family sometimes plays hide-and-seek with themselves? In Mr. Dinosaur is Lost, Season 1, Episode 2, right after Peppa claims all of Daddy Pig's drafts pieces, the camera cuts and shows everyone sitting in front of her. Then, poof, they vanish the instant George crashes the party, crying over his lost toy, only to reappear a heartbeat later as if nothing happened. This bizarre blink and you'll miss it moment is officially a continuity mistake. Really, after Peppa claims Daddy Pig's pieces in their game, they sit in front of her, but when George runs into the room sobbing, they vanish. 3. New shoes. In New Shoes, Season 1, Episode 19, Mummy Pig fusses over Peppa's shiny red new shoes, only for us to discover that Mr. Dinosaur has gone AWOL from George's bed the moment she asks about those shoes. Then, when bedtime rolls around, that pesky green dinosaur magically reappears, snuggled beside George, as if someone hit undo on the last scene. This is a classic continuity mistake because how come when Mummy Pig is asking Peppa about her new red shoes, Mr. Dinosaur is not in George's bed, but when George says goodnight, Mr. Dinosaur is right next to him? Where did he go originally? Fan detectives on YouTube love to watch that dinosaur vanish and reappear in a blink. Some sleuths joke the animators borrowed Peppaland's own version of a clap-on, clap-off trick. Perhaps Mr. Dinosaur just needed to be redrawn before bedtime. This tiny goof perfectly captures Peppa Pig's charm. Even when the storyboard fumbles, it gives fans a reason to giggle, rewind, and shout, "Did you see that?" Next time you watch, keep an eye on George's bed. Mr. Dinosaur might just be playing hide-and-seek. 4. Lunch. In Lunch, Season 1, Episode 34, Peppa and George visit Granny and Grandpa Pig's house for a family meal, only to discover that even preschool cartoons can trip over their own continuity. In the episode, you'll spot George's plate loaded with 2 bright red tomatoes and a trusty fork at his side. Fast forward a beat, and after he takes a bite of pizza, 1 tomato has inexplicably vanished, and that fork, poof, gone without a trace. This is another classic continuity mistake, noting that when George refuses the salad veggies, 2 tomatoes sit patiently on his plate, but once the camera cuts back after his pizza face moment, only a single tomato remains, and the fork has disappeared altogether. It's as if Mr. Fork and 1 poor tomato decided to sneak off for their own playdate, leaving George none the wiser. Fan-made compilations like Mistakes in Peppa Pig You Must See pause this very scene to highlight how fast redraws and tight animation schedules can lead to snack time slip-ups. Next time you watch, keep an eagle eye on those extra juicy tomatoes. Peppaland's salad game is strong, but its continuity, not so much. 5. George catches a cold. In George Catches a Cold, Season 2, Episode 20, there's a classic Peppa-style blink and you'll miss it continuity goof. As Daddy Pig and the gang dash inside to get George warmed up, the front door behind them is wide open. Cut ahead a few beats and, surprise, that same door is firmly closed, with not a single hand in sight to swing it shut. Another continuity mistake, note that the door's Houdini-like disappearance of its open state breaks the logic of the scene. Catch the flip-flop in action, complete with Peppa's startled expression as if she's thinking, wait, did someone just ninja close that door? This goofy glitch is so small, it takes a second viewing and a keen eye to spot, kind of like finding an extra muddy puddle where it doesn't belong. But hey, in Peppa's world of zoom-around edit cuts and speedy redraws, sometimes even doors get stage fright and change places behind the scenes. Next time you watch, keep your eyes peeled, because in Peppaland, doors apparently have minds of their own. 6. Rebecca Rabbit. In Rebecca Rabbit, Season 2, Episode 35, Mr. Rabbit cheerfully declares rabbits love carrots as Peppa's plate is loaded with 3 bright orange beauties. Fast forward 1 cut, and George gives a brave face a try by nibbling on 1 carrot. But when the camera flips back to Peppa's plate, only a barren dinner scene remains. Those 2 carrots vanish like magic. Yet another continuity mistake, noting the inconsistent number of carrots on screen between consecutive shots. This little glitch may seem trivial, but come on, look at how quickly those veggies teleport. Some eagle-eyed viewers suggest the animators had carrot-shaped plot holes to fill, while others joke that George's hunger pangs were so intense he ate more than just 1 carrot off-screen. Looking at the episode list on Wikipedia confirms Rebecca Rabbit is indeed Season 2's 35th installment, making it a prime target for any mistake roundup. The episode centers on the rabbit family's love of carrots, so this error sticks out like a raw carrot in a bowl of peas. Casual viewers might miss the shift entirely, but continuity nerds, like us, treat it like a forbidden Easter egg, keeping their eyes glued to the screen. Fandom wikis track these slip-ups, though ironically, they love carrots so much that the pages can't seem to drop even one inconsistency. Next time Peppa and George visit the rabbit's cozy warren, watch those plates. Carrot count might not add up, but your replay finger will certainly get a workout. 7th balloon ride. Peppa and her family snagged the top raffle prize, a sky-high hot air balloon ride, only to float into one of the best goofs in preschool history. As the balloon drifts above the clouds, look to the horizon. You'll spot the sun beaming brightly and the moon hanging right next to it. Here's where it gets astronomically awkward. The moon's illuminated side faces away from the sun, totally flipping the basic rule that the sun lights up only the moon's sunny side. In real-world skywatching, that setup simply can't happen, unless Peppa's piggy pals have rewritten the laws of orbital mechanics. This is a straight-up factual error. Note the impossible sun-moon alignment before the scene cuts to Daddy Pig clinging to the basket. The Peppa Pig wiki even lists it under the episode's errors, cheekily pointing out that while Peppa sings "Bigger Than the Sun and Moon," the show can't quite decide where that moon belongs. It's a tiny slip in a whirlwind adventure, but it's pure gold for eagle-eyed fans. Proof that even in a world of mud puddles and giggles, cartoon skies have their own set of weird rules. Next time you watch the balloon ride, squint at the sky. You might just catch that moon giving the sun the cold shoulder. 8. Emily Elephant. In Emily Elephant, Season 2, Episode 2, Madame Gazelle gives Emily a warm welcome, or so we think. At some point in the episode, you'll see Gazelle lined up beside Emily as the other kids shuffle forward to say hello. Then, cut. In the very next shot, she's gone, as if she ducked out for a snack break without anyone noticing. This is logged as a classic continuity mistake, noting Gazelle's sudden disappearing act between 2 back-to-back frames. The Peppa Pig Wiki's mistakes category even flags it among Season 2's goofs, cheekily reminding us that even teachers can pull a vanishing trick in Peppa Land. Just take a look at this scene and highlight how Madame Gazelle blurts out of existence. It's practically blink and it's gone material. Some viewers joke that Madame Gazelle was testing a new invisibility cloak, while others suspect the animators were racing against deadline and forgot to redraw the same background. It's a blink-worthy moment that proves no matter how proper Peppa's school seems, the storyboard sometimes nips off on its own adventure. Next time you watch Emily make her entrance, double-check for Gazelle. She might be off corralling Pedro Pony instead. 9. Dentist. Before Peppa and George ever set foot in Dr. Elephant's chair, they're shown at home, cheerfully brushing a full set of pearly whites. Peppa even holds her mouth open to compare. Are they as lovely as mine? This little scene takes place in The Dentist, where the siblings head off for their first official checkup. Yet here is a hilarious continuity blunder. They don't have teeth until they go to the dentist. In other words, the show introduces their chompers pre-dentist visit, even though the premise is that only Dr. Elephant can give them. It's a cartoon version of "We'll fix your car once you bring it to the shop," except the car already had wheels when it showed up. Fans on YouTube pause this exact moment to marvel at the logic gap. How do you brush teeth that haven't technically arrived yet? It's a blink and you'll miss it proof to the frantic pace of preschool animation, where the storyboard sometimes lurches ahead of literal sense. Next time you watch Peppa belt out "Ah!" in that striped dentist chair, remember, Peppa Land. Teeth apparently grow in the blink of an edit cut.